From the notes of Dr. Malcolm Long, October 25th, 1985.
Okay, now I guess you know what this is. I want you to look at it and tell me what you see.
First interview with Kovacs. He's even more disturbed than I'd heard, but I'm optimistic. A success here could make my reputation. He's very withdrawn, with no expression in either face nor voice. Getting response is often difficult.
Will you look at it, Walter? Will you do that for me?
Physically, he's fascinatingly ugly. I could stare at him for hours, except that he stares back, which I find uncomfortable. He never seems to blink. Nevertheless, I'm convinced I can help him. No problem is beyond the grasp of a good psychoanalyst. And they tell me I'm very good. Good with people.
Well, what is it, Walter? What can you see?
A pretty butterfly.
His responses to the Rorschach blot tests were surprisingly bright and positive and healthy. I really think he might be getting better. I just wish he wasn't so intense. I just wish he wouldn't stare at me like that. From the notes of Dr. Malcolm Long, October 28th, 1985. Today, he told me everything.
Hello, Rorschach. How are you today?
In prison. Yourself?
Fine. I thought we'd try some more blot tests today. How about taking a look at this one for me?
I've seen this one before.
Yes, I know. I thought you might have been holding back last time, so I thought we'd take another look at it. Go on, tell me what you really see.
Dog. Dog with head split in half.
I see. And what do you think split the dog's head in half?
I did. 1975. Kidnap case. Perhaps you remember Blair Roque? 6 years old. Kidnapper believes she was connected to the Roque chemical fortune. Stupid mistake. Father was a bus driver. No money at all. Thought of little child abused, frightened. Decided to intervene. Decided to let myself in. He had a collection of knives. And that cutting board. But still, no girl. And then, those dogs. I waited until Gerald Grice came home and then I burnt him. I stood in the streets and watched him burn. I watched for an hour. This rudderless world is not shaped by vague metaphysical forces. It's not God who kills the children, not fate that butchers them or destiny that feeds them to the dogs. It's us. Only us. Does that answer your questions, Doctor?
I sat in the bed. I looked at the Rorschach blot. I tried to pretend it looked like a spreading tree. Shadows pooled beneath it, but it didn't. It looked like a dead cat I'd once found. The fat, glistening grubs writhing blindly, squirming over each other, frantically tunneling away from the light. But even that is avoiding the real horror. The horror is this. In the end, it is simply a picture of empty, meaningless blackness. We are alone. There is nothing else.